Good morning, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. It is April 8th, 2014, and this is just a really short review on how I see the stock market. And again, none of this is meant for any personal advice or anything like that. And actually, the disclosure is here, past performance, not indicative of future performance. This is just solely educational, as this is what this site Trend Following Mentor does. It tries to help you become a better trader, and I also offer one-on-one mentoring. So what we always do is I always look at the stock market, I look at the indices to see what happens, and I use simple rules, and simple rules keep you out of big problems. The fact is, we're below the several moving averages, the 10 and the 30. That signifies weakness. It's also done, actually, the other day on Friday was on extreme high volume. I mean, you can just see this volume bar compared to all the other bars. So there was a lot more selling, a lot more institutional selling. And yesterday, the volume was somewhat mixed. But in the last several days, the market has sold off very, very hard. However, with what's been happening because of all this QE and forever, I say quantitative easing forever, that many times we think we start getting a correction or it's threatened, and then we pull back. I mean, we've had situation here, but in all honesty, this one seems a little bit different. Again, that's just a personal opinion. But the fact is, when you're trading, you have to trade with rules, and that's exactly what I do, trade with rules. At this point, I'm not in the market. I went to cash. I'm avoiding some of this carnage. I mean, that's what you try to do. You trade with a plan. My first plan is, can I be in the market? It's either yes or no. At this point, I cannot be in the market. And then when I am in the market, what do I want to buy? I want to buy the strongest stocks in the strongest sectors. But that brings up really what's happening to these. Really, these were the strongest stocks, and you can see that they're all getting pummeled. I mean, basically, this is a huge drop from about 230 down to 194 and took out the 50-period exponential moving average. Again, it can turn right around. Look at Facebook. Oops, maybe we're not going to look at Facebook so great. Hold on, get rid of some of this. Apologize for that. But Facebook has sold off dramatically. It's taken out the gap up here. I mean, you don't really want to see things like this, and it's really knocking on the door of the 200-day moving average. I had some other charts prepared. QU. Also, pretty ugly. It's knocking on the door of the 200-day moving average. Basically, you went from a high here of about 124, and now you're at 84. Again, this market, it doesn't really feel like there's sector rotation. The leaders are getting not just hit, they're getting clobbered, and they're getting clobbered on big volume. And just look at the difference. And like on this big gap up day before we had this that big move, you see the volume going in. You see the volume up days. These are selling. These are really serious selling periods. And again, none of us know the future. But what it does for us is that we have to be cognizant and have a trading plan to stay out of big trouble, because things can swing out of proportion as they did. Again, as much as we can rebound, which again I do believe, I also believe that we can be in a scenario as bad as 2008 or any other bear market. I mean, no one has to guarantee that the stock market always goes up. There will be periods that will be extremely negative, and anything can happen, and that's why you need to have a trading plan. And that's kind of what goes back to here. What I do is I have one-on-one mentoring sessions hourly, or I do it on a daily basis to help you become a better trader. I'm not a theoretical trader or just a book writer. I trade every single day. I've been in the market since 1994. I've seen bull markets, I've seen bear markets, I've seen scenarios that people forget. I mean, we talk about peak oil, and it crashed. It went down to the 30s. The idea is that anything can happen when we trade, that you need to have a trading plan that matches your personality, that you can follow. And that's kind of what I do. And it's a lot of fun for me to actually talk to other traders all over the world. I had a short session yesterday, which I'll even write on the blog, but it just brings me up to it. But again, I'm here to help you become a better trader. And I've also been helped, and it's just kind of a way of giving back. Thank you.